Good morning. All right. You ready?
As ready as I can be.
All right. Well, if you want me to look over the, your notes, I can do so.
Me and Ruby had a long conversation last night. We have like a whole plan ready.
Oh, good.
What I'm doing right now, after I'm cleaning up from the 78s, is Ruby has gathered all the evidence of like fire starters and proving it's terrorism, and I have gathered all the evidence proving it's Aubrey Manx.
Oh, very good. That's a good way to divide it up. That is perfect.
Yeah, so I'm basically choosing the evidence that I want to highlight to the judges that proves it's them.
Very good. I think that sounds like a solid plan, to be honest. All right. Well, someone tried to goddamn OP tried to assassinate me yesterday.
What?
Yeah, because we brought like 40 cops to their block and then chased him with like 40 cops for a missing driver's license.
Sorry, I was sneezing. Jesus Christ.
It's that thing I've been saying, like, that like we should be going, like, we should be a force to be reckoned with, but like I think people we put on baby gloves for forehead, but then OP we fucking like it was like a when like the football team like like one of those things, like entire football team came in to fuck him up.
We had seen Jamal at a bank truck earlier with a class 2, and then they fled, but then we saw him again at Little Seoul just after. And he has a warrant, and we went in to try and apprehend him, and he sits down on the floor. We have 3 units outside the Lucky Plucker. Lucky comes up to us and says, "Hey guys, really don't think you should be coming in like this. I don't think it was wise for you to be doing all this." And then they just start getting on rooftops.
Holy shit. Well, I mean,
and we didn't really have the units, and they already have the advantage of the rooftops, so we just pulled off.
Yeah, no, that's probably a smart idea.
Yeah.
I thought it wasn't worth getting us into a full-on PD wipe when we know the outcome. At that point, we're just trying to
100%. Were you there yesterday, Miller?
With what?
The Little Soul, like, quote unquote, show of force?
I think so.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. I think I was there. What happened? How did it end?
We chased a OP that had a missing driver's license warrant with like a shitload of cops. But then when like there was a high chance the forehead was in Polito, it was like, are we sure he's over there, guys? Even though he's not at the block, and I don't know. I'm a fucking.
Yeah, no, I was there for that. I
was like, it was the dumbest shit ever. You know what I mean? Oh man. But it is what it is. I'm gonna start. I think I just need to, with those moments where you got to say something but you don't. You know what I mean? I think
100% people need it more. Like even 20 minutes ago, we were in a situation with a armored vehicle cult. We warned the guy like probably 20-30 times, put your gun away. He wasn't. And it took me going, just shoot him, and Peter's going, which one is it? I'm gonna shoot him myself, for people to actually shoot. People are genuinely terrified. Like, they need to understand, worst case, if you shoot someone that you shouldn't have, as long as you're doing it in good faith, you'll get a couple daps.
What?
I've experienced that firsthand.
You think people are afraid? Like, I'm still like confused with the shoot thing. You know what I mean?
People are so afraid to shoot people.
People are terrified. If they're taking the first shot, they won't do it. There's a handful of cops that will shoot first. Everyone else just waits for another cop to shoot, so they can go, yeah, they're shooting, so I shot too.
I'm gonna be real. I'm starting to use my AR in Polito until backup units come.
That's procedure. But like,
wait, is it okay? Thank God, because like
that's taught in TRT training when you get your class 2 cert. Paleo, any financial, any government building, Paleo, the prison, MRPD, BCSO.
We just need to bring the old standards back, to be honest. Did anyone?
That is the
those at the
standard.
moment. Is that what you guys want it to stay with?
Well, all the SOPs are currently being re-reviewed because I think there's like the challenge of telling people what to do and what not to do if it's not written is up until now, it's like we can just be like, why aren't you doing this? It's in the SOPs, but it's not actually. Or why aren't you doing this? And then someone else says, do something else. Well, with them being updated and like in the MDT, we can actually point people. This is where it says it. You got to do this. You know what I mean? Now you're in trouble.
Yeah, the whole time I've ever policed that, there's been a handful of times we've actually referred to SOPs and not just word of mouth. So I think that'll be great.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
I'm going to have you write our statement, joint statement.
All right. Well,
yeah, let's do that. I'm on it.
Did y'all win?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, no, we gunned them down. They got gunned down.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hey, tell them what we did, Maeve. We stood above them when we gunned them.
Miller got us into a really good position above them immediately, like before it turned into a full-blown like shootout, and we were in the advantaged position to shoot them down. That's
the way to do it. Like not last night, but the night before, like late at night, like 10 p.m. type shit. Hades like not Hades. A BBMC set up like a bank truck outside Art Asylum, and it's so obviously gonna be like an ambush, right? One of the vehicles starts driving off, and nobody set up position, right? As soon as one shooter went, like we need to get in that mentality of like, oh, shootout, let me get positions. You don't wait 5 minutes for someone to tell you, all right, sweetheart, go to this roof over here and start pointing your gun. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like instant. You know what I mean? Like,
even if you think it's going to be a shootout, it doesn't hurt getting into a position.
Yeah.
You know? Even like, for example, this morning, we were pushing into the besties block, waiting for units. We could have taken the high ground before they did.
Yeah.
They were just sat there on the floor until we pushed in.
1000%. You know what? I think okay. Academies soon. SOP is probably going to be done like real soon too. I think I want our department to get back to I don't know if we've done this. I think we should start doing drills, like a fun day where it's like an hour, 2 hour, like we set up some shit. You know what I mean? Like red versus blue type shit.
Yeah, I know one thing Opal was really pushing for when we were running TRT was she was asking for like guns that shoot rubber bullets, like actual like rubber guns, so we can do drills like real situations and it feels proper.
Yeah, instead of like pretending or whatever.
Yeah, I feel like it makes such a difference.
I can find out if we can put rubber bullets in, these things.
That would be great. Because like it's situational stuff. It is really important.
Yeah.
I feel like once you know how things go, you learn a lot. Even just how we move into a bank truck.
Hey, Maeve.
You give the warnings and...
How good is my disguise for today?
It's very you.
Do I look good? Do I look good?
You look good, but I can tell it's you.
How can you tell?
Because your hair's white, you have your robot arm, and you're wearing an outfit that you would wear.
Damn it. All right, let me keep cooking.
Yeah.
I thought you were one of the good ones, Maeve. What the hell? How'd you idea with the mustache?
With a mustache? Oh my god. It's like when people have that mask that just goes around their entire face and leaves their face out.
Oh my god, those are funny.
I'm wearing a mask. And they're just covering their like jawline.
That actually reminds me, I think that's something we need the SOPs. Is what is a positive ID and how it's like a legal thing and what is like an appropriate identification on the comms. Yeah, does that make sense? Like, positive ID is like a legal thing, right?
Yeah, people, you ID someone for wearing the same outfit 6 days in a row, and it's like, he's got a mask on. How do you know that?
Oh my God, that is the cringest shit. Like, I'm just like, stop.
I'm not stupid.
Stop reading YouTube
them.
comments, you dumb fuck.
Yeah.
I saw the girl at the hospital. He's wearing a mask. I said, hey, Vidal, because it's the same outfit he wears every single day. He didn't say.
Wait, I updated the sounds. Why didn't they?
Hey, Maeve.
Yeah, legally we can't like probably do much with it or put out a warrant, but I'm not stupid. You know?
I do think there are lines, like, for example, and I know this is like weird shit, but like I feel like it's got to be in the SOPs. There's too many new cops. It's like, okay, if like somebody, let's say I had a cousin, right? And he sounded like me because I'm a one voice Andy, you know?
Imagine.
And, you know, I've never been arrested, you know, like my clothes are always different. Right? Like, you're probably not going to know who that is. You know what I mean? But like, if you're like, if all of a sudden over time I'm getting arrested and shit like that, it becomes a little bit more reasonable for you as a person to start to kind of know who the fuck they are. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
but
we have rapport with these criminals. We deal with them on a day-to-day basis. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Like this guy who was in the Polito bank earlier, I've arrested him in the same outfit he was wearing today. 2 times before this, and I've had like banter with him in the cells.
Yo, thank you so much for the 2K.
Came back to him.
Yeah, chat. There's a new feature.
Hey, Travis, and he's
Hold
wearing
on, let
the
me
exact
update
same outfit with goggles and a mustache. And he goes, "Hey, Maeve." Like, how am I? So at that point, have I ID'd him or not? Is that like?
So like, you mean in terms of like, do you as a person know who they are versus the legal standard, I guess?
The law, yeah. Like I think I know who he is, but it's up to
Hey, what's up, Jimbo?
I guess like DNA or
Put on a disguise.
Matching him to his MDT profile to prove
decoy.
that.
Decoy.
I think we as like people, when we run into somebody that we haven't met before and like and we're not used to them wearing something, doing crime, etc., etc., I don't think we as people should like know who the fuck they are. But as that report increases, like you're talking about,
I like that one.
then you as an individual may know who they are, but not necessarily like, let's say I didn't know them. I wouldn't just be like, oh, I'm going to skip the step of knowing why the fuck I know who that is because Maeve said who it is. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, when it comes to the pause ID bit, it's all about articulation. You know what I mean?
I think I should go like for harder.
Like,
harder in the
you think it's them because can say you've dealt with them for the past 3 months and arrested them this many times, and you recognize their voice. And that same person you thought it was, it's their vehicle.
Like me,
you know what I mean? Like as long as like, I'll give you an example. Have you ever met a guy named Pigeon, Mr. Cap Terranova?
I think once.
A good one?
I caught him.
I don't think I've ever met him.
Oh yeah,
he's like a hip hop artist / businessman / shitlord. It kind of depends what day you find him. We charge him with gun trafficking.
I didn't know we were living in
because he was in his car.
No.
He spoke to us. Or I wasn't actually. I was the prosecutor. Yes. Like because we were able to articulate, it was his car. It sounded like him. He wore his usual clothes, matching the MDT profile. And he called himself like.
The photo?
Yep, those were hints.
The churro?
Like Tap Marinova or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He
so like
implied it. Yeah.
Yeah. So like we had to, and we won it because like people were like, no, what is it? No face, no case, and like I won that in court because we just had to show like the face isn't the only thing. It's like, do you have enough of the other stuff that it's there's no way it was someone else. Anyways,
yeah.
But hey, I need to go get some adrenaline going. More likely than not. Well, beyond a reasonable doubt.
Yeah.
All right. How have you been doing there, Matt?
You would get a location for like an alien.
Miller.
Alien, you would go over
I've been good. I've been good.
Okay.
Day 5 of being a PPO.
All right. Well, we should ride tomorrow. I got to do paperwork. I'll sit in your passenger seat while you drive. All right.
I'm down.
Okay.
Brian, he's got the LSPD, not this LSPD, the civil suit where LSPD, him, and the mayor's office being sued. Does he need to get his own lawyer for that?
Is that a real thing now?
Because the LSPD haven't said anything to him about it.
Yeah, I'm worried.
Well,
they're
who's
gonna
being
fuck me
sued?
behind closed doors? It's like all
LSPD,
three of
Miller,
us.
and the mayor's office in one case.
That's what I was told to do.
For what?
For the whole sledgehammer business. That's $55 million lawsuit going on.
I think we should get a lawyer and get Miller taken off the primary because he was operating as a member of the Los Santos Police Department, and that he was operating under their guidelines that lack SOPs around this. Let me talk to Angel, and we'll say some shit that like LSPD failed Miller, and that it should be the department that sued rather than him, because if it was an issue, this would have been handled within 24 hours and not a week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay.
Whatever you want to do.
Hell yeah.
They've completely kept me in the blind. I've approached them a few times. I know Pred joked about throwing me under the bus. I don't know if he's wanting to work alongside us, but I don't really know where I stand with them. So
sorry, chat. I'm fixing. All right.
So I should get a lawyer or not.
What do you think, Angel? Pegram.
How'd you know it's me? I got a mustache on.
I'm not one of the good ones.
God damn it. Okay, well, is this about the upcoming court case with ADMC?
Yeah.
So
And the question is,
LSPD
should you get a
and
lawyer?
mayor's office are being sued in a civil suit, and he's part of it.
How are you being
But
named
he's-
directly? I mean, like, it's ultimately it's their responsibility. They're gonna have to pay out. So
Yeah, I was thinking
Surely even if we lose, it doesn't even affect me. Like I don't have 55 mil. I'm not paying anything. I'm not getting no
they
charges.
sued you for $55 million.
All right, I
plus
think I
700K.
fixed it. I don't know how it reset.
What the hell?
Well, they're suing all
that's not a
three,
real number.
LSPD, Miller, and the mayor's office.
I think we should. I was thinking, Angel, that we should enter on behalf of Miller separately and get him pulled off the case.
As in, like, the department should enter their own representation, or you and me personally?
Well, either way, that and argue that like it should be the department that sued, not Miller specifically.
Yeah, I don't understand why you're like a named. Is it because like you're the one who did what they're accusing you of? Is it because you were the one that wrote the warrant?
It should be 200 men.
I wasn't employed.
Chat, just so it doesn't. You know what I mean?
I was a civilian at that point.
Well, that would mean that you extra
We'll
have
have
like,
to
no
live
responsibility
fix
in this
this.
matter,
Can I
you know?
do different levels
I don't
to
know.
prevent spamming? Wait, variables. Oh, I can do variables too.
When they pushed it, you were not LSPD.
Exactly.
Right. Well, there's a couple of ways you could approach a case, right? I mean, there's the first way, which is you could just approach it on the merits of the case itself and engage with, the docket postings and whatnot. The second way is you could just try and be a little imprinted little shit and just try and like weasel your way out of every little thing. The first way will make your case happen in a timely manner. The second way will make it take 5 to 10 months. So it kind of really depends on like the angle that we actually want to go on this one and how we want to approach it. I think getting you off would be good. To be honest, you shouldn't even be a named respondent if you're not like directly responsible for any of the stuff in there, you know?
Okay, I might have fixed it, so now the smaller ones are gonna show too.
The stuff. So
Question mark?
I'm definitely involved. Surely even so, they're just gonna call me to speak either way. No.
You're the one who used the sledgehammer. You're like.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, you are a witness, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you hold liability. It would be the department that employs you that holds that liability. Unless that they would have to throw you under the bus and say that, you were acting outside of the scope of your job and blah, blah, blah. And they're not going to do that because you very clearly were. So
maybe I have to do like 0.
I would get any worries about being personally liable out of your head.
Edit.
First off, as far as getting off the case, I mean, you're probably going to be involved in this no matter what. Because you're the one who was wielding the hammer.
Volume.
So I don't know if they'll
English,
get you out of it.
So will I be
sound,
under that lawyer or should I get my own?
This button.
Do they have a lawyer?
I don't know. They haven't communicated with me. I've asked them a few times.
Conditional.
But, like, it ends up just coming
over.
Off
I guess it depends on if you actually
200
believe they will defend you or not.
Except,
they throw you under the
hopefully
bus,
this doesn't
it
break
might
it.
be good to
Give me a
have your
sec.
own lawyer that does care about you and has their eyes looking out for you. I would always recommend people get their own. You know, like it's kind of what happened to that one guy that was doing Facebook with Mark Zuckerberg. You know, he trusted the company's lawyer, and what did that get him? He got fucking kicked to the curb. You know,
I should get my own lawyer.
Yeah, you can't always trust the lawyer is going to work for your best interest, and then unless they're your lawyer, you know.
Okay, maybe now, maybe.
Is there anyone you would recommend?
Yeah.
No, there's no good lawyers left.
Can I get someone within the beast soul to represent me?
Yeah, you could do that. You could.
When's the case?
God knows, there hasn't been a message in the docket for over a week, so.
Well, actually, when I take back what I said about good lawyers, there are a few good lawyers, but they might be on the other side.
So now the
case.
sound will end,
and
text to speech is for 200 plus.
We might be able to
anything less than that just makes the alert come up.
Look at the docket posting.
Let me find out.
Is that good?
ADMC versus Lucas Miller, LSPD, and LSCMO.
Wait, they're suing you as the gang?
Yeah.
Huh?
That's what it says.
ADMC. So the okay. What? Yeah, Brian, don't you think that's a bit strange? Wait,
it says ADMC
no?
verse?
Yes, they're suing them as the ADMC. Isn't that odd?
That does, because it ain't a named defendant. Wait a minute, this may not be legal.
They have named plaintiffs inside the case, but I don't know. We got to think about that one.
Who is, okay, for there to be a lawsuit, there needs to be a victim, right?
Right.
And in the case of a body, a victim needs to be, like, who is...
I think Finley Milton is the victim, I believe, here, because it was his property.
Yeah. But is a memorial property? Probably.
So. I think because it was the cars that belonged to those two people. And,
I'm gonna be real. I don't think they got a lawsuit.
I don't think so either. I want to go through this case. I'm actually gonna read it. I'm not gonna just like fucking like throw out like harsh opinions and whatnot until I see everything in here. But I already see some interesting things just from the title alone.
Surely.
I don't understand how a gang can sue you. Like individuals can sue, but a gang is not like a recognized legal entity, right? Like ADMC is not like an organization or a business or a legislative authority or any of these things. So how can they be the named plaintiff in a lawsuit?
How can they prove it was a memorial as well? It's two cars in a mechanic shop. Surely you can just say that and say, yeah, they were memorials, but how can you even prove that?
Yeah, they could.
But even if it was like a memorial, I don't think it's illegal to feel sad about something that happened to something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not illegal to hurt someone's feelings. Well, I mean, these days it just fucking might be, but technically it's not illegal to hurt somebody's feelings.
Yeah. Like, I don't know if they could get emotional damage type shit. Because dead people don't have rights.
Thing, though.
It's true.
Can they prove that you did this maliciously as well?
I don't think that's a hill you want to die on. You know, but it's like, even if that is the case, it's literally just property. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so I feel like they do have a tall task reading the statement of claim here.
Surely the fact that two of the named people on there tortured me is like a factor. Like one of them's literally being charged.
It possibly potentially could be, depending on how you introduce that into the case.
I think reading the replies, Ruby tried to, and then they were like, well, where's the probable cause? Where's the proof of that?
They've been charged. There's probable cause. There was warrants written.
I think that was before the charge.
Hey, what the hell? This fucking Robin guy is meaner than I am on the docket. Where's his contempt? This is bullshit, man. Ruby's got some good motions in here, though.
That's when she was in charge. Now it's been passed over to Pred. And it's gone silent.
Are we waiting on us to reply?
I don't know.
Because a motion to strike was submitted. I don't see a response. Yeah, they're waiting for the judge to decide on the motion to strike. Yeah, I'm going to be honest, Mila, this is already mired in a bunch of petty back and forth shit on the docket. This case is probably not going to happen for 3 months.
In 3 months, it's December.
Yeah, I know, but like if all the things that we just brought up are things that we continue to argue about in the docket, each one of those is going to have long periods of thinking in between them. Yeah, I would not be surprised if this case doesn't happen until December. I don't mean that like sarcastically. I genuinely mean that.
I think we start arguing, pull him off of it and pushing it out. And by the time the case is held, you know, there's a bomb that goes off and we got to start all over again.
That's a good. Let's just delay and delay and delay and delay
until we never have to go.
I agree. That's my opinion too, Ryan. I concur with that.
Who knows when that big tsunami's gonna hit the sea?
You never fucking know, right? Well, I'll say this then. I guess that's our ongoing plan. Let's start brainstorming some other ways that we could get things taken off. Maybe get the case dismissed. Any other angles that we could play here.
Delay.
Well, that is a loud, legitimate tactic in the law world. Just delaying the case if you don't want it to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it kind of scummy? Sure, but like whatever.
Yeah.
If it happened tomorrow, like it doesn't affect me even if we lose the case. No, like how would it affect me?
That is correct. It really doesn't matter. Like that's the fun part about all these cases. Okay, you're fine. Truthfully, you've already got a job at the BCSO. Even if the judge came in tomorrow and was like, "Hey, we're awarding $1 billion. Fuck the LSP. They're getting destroyed." It doesn't really matter. So.
Yeah. Okay. I won't worry too much.
Yeah, I do think that that gang like name thing angle is something we should look into further, though, Brian.
I agree. You know what another thing is? We could settle. Wait.
We could settle.
Okay, I'm just gonna shoot straight. Look, why not a settlement? Because the thing is, like, Pred would probably take the settlement. I'm going to be honest. That would probably make the mayor happy, who's already pissed about all of it. And they got millions of dollars, so who gives a fuck? You know what I mean?
Good point.
Like, what are they going to do with that money anyways? Like, last I heard, they had like $500 million.
That's actually a good point. What are they going to do with the money?
So,
well, we could reach out to Pred and see if he wants to settle. What kind of offer do you think you'd make him, Brian?
I feel like I don't think it should be. I think. Oh no! Fuck that! No, we ain't paying shit.
Yeah, no, we'd have to.
We didn't do anything.
Right, I understand, but because
Miller already paid for what he had to do. Like that's his problem.
I agree. I'm just saying that he might bring that up. We got to stand firm on that one.
Oh yeah, I don't think. Yeah, no, we BCSO paid for it for having to deal with LSPD High Command. Like we've already paid our dues. So
the fact that LSPD even had to deal with it is crazy. Isn't like that the Marshals' job? Like that whole job?
You mean the DOC?
To like look into.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I don't even want. You know what happened yesterday? Some fucking marshal came up to me, never met him before, and was like, "Hi, how you doing?" Like literally 5 minutes after I put up a report with this like that weapon, the white truck with the weapons in it or whatever.
No, I'm not familiar. I don't think I was at that scene.
It was the one where we had the lady over by the jewelry store that Quangle had. It was a 911 that came from a white and colored box truck was moving away from the tuner shop and allegedly carrying a bunch of weapons, and we chased it. Well, it got away. I go put up the incident report since we had one arrest. Marshall comes in and it's like, hey, I need you to fill all this out because like I'm very interested in this. I'm like, oh, okay. I don't think we met before. And so it goes, oh yeah, I'm new. I just got hired today. I'm from the DLC. And I'm like,
what the hell?
Yeah, I know.
That's a very rude way to approach people.
Yeah, I know. Well, not even rude. Just like, why do they keep hiring for the fucking DLC?
From my understanding, they've been like freezing hiring completely, and they're just barely now starting. Their options are kind of limited.
The Marshals?
Yeah, the Marshals. I mean, shit, who are they going to hire?
I mean, you would think they would at least be like, hey, you can come and like the fact that they don't have an option for law enforcement, not saying law enforcement would go over there, but even the applications for law enforcement go to the Marshals, to me indicates like how short-sighted they are. Like, surely there might be some cops who are like, I'm trained, I want to go over there. You know what I mean?
Well, you would think that, but we yesterday we had that meeting. You were there. Virginia was like, "Hey, we got some nominations. Who wants to do it?" And the fucking room was dead fucking quiet because I don't think anyone actually wants to run the Marshals.
What can you even do as a marshal? Like you can do everything as a police officer, but less.
Well, yeah. The whole premise of being a marshal is just that you're not as distracted with patrol duties, and you've got more time to focus on important stuff like, investigating governmental corruption and misconduct of government officials and stuff. That's the idea behind it, all right? I mean, initially the Marshals, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, the Marshals initially just made to fucking, to make sure that the high commands are disciplining their officers when they were breaking the law. That's really the only entire point they were made. And so
they don't do that.
Yeah, their mission statement's been lost over the years. And it's just been kind of a shit show, you know?
Now they just seem like an impediment to state-level investigations, to be honest.
Yeah, I wish I could see more results out of them because you would think that if there was like all these like terrible things happening in the state, misconduct or whatever, they'd be making action on it at some point. But I don't really see anything out of them. So
even last month alone, with like everything that happened, it wasn't just me that messed up. There was a bunch of us, and just nothing happened. Like none of them had involvement, to my knowledge.
No, I mean, even with recent like explosive bullshit, I would ask on radio and they'd be like, you got these, and then afterwards cry about it. So I don't really, I'm gonna go for a drive. All right, I'll see you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you take care, Ryan.
Yeah.
Bye, bro.
I think he got a little bit angry thinking about it.